All right, back here with you, and again, just want to discuss this level here coming up. We have a great first alert here, and now we're about to get an overbought level. Not quite yet, but almost there, and I'd like to show you this trade off of this level. So we'll get the using the ShareTrader account, which enables us to, trade actively without having over 25K in the account. Kind of bypass the day trader pattern day trader restrictions. So it's great for this type of trade, and recommend to close out all the positions before the end of the day. But you get 6-to-1 margin, and that's great. So you can even, trade, God, $2,000-$3,000, pick up a couple hundred shares of, one of these ETFs, and just trading off the tradeometer. You could actually make a nice real return on that. So let's give that a shot coming up. I'm going to get the. I'm going to bring this over here, see if I could unattach it. You're going to hear the alert go off here in a second. Let's pop this box out. Show you some of this TNA here. I want to put up 200 shares. I'm going to actually short this. I'm going to actually put a short in when we get this. Bring up the position. And again, each day, broadcasting live here at Day Trading Radio. Today's a Friday, so I'm behind the scenes. Paul's on the mic here today, but decided to do you this good video today based off the Tradeometer, the AlgoX, the indicator pack, which we put out for members here. It's an add-on service. It's only $19 a month, and it's, I tell you, one trade would make up, one trade, easily pays for multiple months. That's what we're going to show you right now. I'm actually going to take this short here coming up as we get the alert just about ready to trigger. And let's move this over here a little. I just want to get my box out here. Normally what I'll do is I'll put this box up here. When we do hit that short level, I'll put a box up there when we activate that level, just to kind of, give you reference while you're looking at the... but we haven't hit that yet, so I can't officially put that in here. TNA here pushing a little bit higher. Let's take a look at the TNA. We'll move the TZA off.
Tradeometer overbought.
All right, you just heard that, right?
Hi, took alert.
So we just heard a tradeometer overbought level, and a nice little pop there. So let's actually take this. Let's get this trade set up here. We're just going to short it. A little pop here. All right, and I think I'm in. Position up here. There we go. 200 shares short. And let's mark this off with a little square. Now, there's no other indicators up here. Normally, we'd take a look at that pivot area, take a look at the trend line. There's nothing really here, so I always talk about taking that trade when you have multiple setups. Now, it's been a boring day right now, so I actually just took that trade, and let's see if it was a good decision to trade without the other indicators lining up right now. And we're going to just take a look at that. You hear that? You can see that trade in AlgoX here at a level 3. You can see we're up $10 on that, $12 on that. Lululemon here continue to push higher. And in the chat before, I just picked up a little more Lululemon. So, all right, let's get a nice little reactionary trade back down here. Let's get $50 on this real fast. Pay for 2 months of the Tradeometer in 5 minutes. That's our goal. I don't know if you guys could see this up here. I'm sure you can. It's awful. I try to figure out a way to fix the font on this. See the TNA here. Just for a little reaction back down. Not much. Remember that 60-minute time frame on the cash chart is something that we have to always pay attention to too. The daily was negative. The 60-minute was oversold and possibly turning positive, and we have this potential bearish flag. And yeah, we could push out of this. I don't like having the mixed signals. The daily negative, 60 positive. I tend to go for the short-term time frames. But as you can see here, we're just concentrating right now on intraday action using the Tradeometer. We have that overbought level. And sometimes we have to be very quick on the trigger here. Now, again, 200 shares is $20. 400 shares would be $40. And again, 400 shares would be $50. So it really depends on what your risk tolerance, how many shares you want to go with. This is where you really want to get up and just walk around. Seems to be holding up a little here. $26.
Tradeometer overbought.
$34, and again, they'll continue to trigger. The audio alert will get defaulted if it stays overbought. So we won't get that constant overbought. It'll default for about a minute, and it'll be silent, and then if it still maintains now, it actually came off of that overbought level. But you can see the reaction right off of it. So right now, almost a $40 profit, $32. Now remember, you have to add in your commission on this too. Now with a situation like this, you could even scale out. So let's, might want to just take 100 off. That way you can lock that in. All right, so I'll just lock that, half of that in. Took half of it off. And we'll let the other half run right now and see what we can build on that. And we'll try not to take a loss on this, so we're playing with house money right now. And again, this could be futures. You know, if you took that alert, you got 69. You already got, you know, you have 68 around there. You already got over a half a point, possibly a point if we, you know, put that order in here, a limit order in to kind of grab a point on this. It's a great trade. You're pulling back to the 20-period moving average right now. So that's a sign of, you know, market here cross back over the 200. So there's a sign of some bullishness right now. And you can see here, market here bouncing back up. I usually I have what I call a dual stochastic setup on my screen here. These are 2 time frames of the stochastics on a 1 minute chart. And for short-term movements, I usually pay attention to this. And, you know, right now you can see actually we haven't rotated back down into oversold levels. We actually, you know, could actually be bouncing here a little and staying embedded, which could be signs of some strength. But we're going to let this play out. If we actually get back into an oversold level, hopefully that'll bring us down to about 67.50 to 67, and probably take the other trade off and wait for our next alert. But right now, this, you know, it's really up to you. The easy part is identifying the entries. The hardest part is locking in the profits. Let's pause this for a second, get up, stretch our legs, and come back, and hopefully this will rotate it back down a little bit more. All right, well, you can see here, pushing up another 25. 15, so it's another month of the tradeometer. And that's sometimes the type of trade you have to deal with. You have to just recognize your levels, have the patience. You know, this is kind of choppy. I could take it off here and just lock in this. But I can see that the TNA here not really bouncing with the overall markets. We're holding on to our unrealized gain of $21, and I feel like we can actually kind of squeeze out a little bit more on this. But it looks like a nice flag here forming, holding that 20-period moving average. Of course, I always have a tendency to take it off a little early, but you know what? You can't go broke taking a profit. So let's take this other $20 off, and we'll call it that. So I think this might be a flag here. We seem to be holding the 20 and 50-period moving average pretty good, but let's wait for that next setup here. So that was about $40 right there. Just locked in a little over, and you know, again, down here, up here. 2 trades, no pressure. You know, kind of organized. You get the alerts, and you probably have a good level here. You know, when you get those alerts, you probably have a really good, what I call a high probability zone, especially if it matches up with another level there. But again, out of this trade, locked in the profit. Now we're going to wait for that next setup. All right, so we're going to do that.